Okay.
We're live.
So, 6:30.
All right. Call the meeting to order. Please rise. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, President Howell,
Here.
Councilman Sutton,
Here.
and Vice President Newberg.
Here.
Correspondence none. Appointments needed, Plan Commission. I think we still have one. Traffic Commission, I'm not sure how many we need on that. BZA, I think there's one opening. So Town Council, we have to vote, approve these, correct?
Correct.
So, because,
Because the timeline for the party chair has lapsed.
okay, so then it falls back on us. We have two. So, first one's, approval for appointment for Phil Foon.
Motion. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Second one is approval of appointment of Greg Howard.
Motion. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Do they need to, do you swear them in or anything, or is it?
We were sworn in.
You were? Okay.
Yes, sir, we were at the, both of us together by the Republican, by Stevens and the,
Alan, okay.
and, gosh, I'm sorry, I can't think of her name. Kristen? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Zabel,
Oh, okay.
yes. See, we were expecting you.
Yeah.
We came, we
Didn't know what you could afford or
came
not.
ready. Approval of minutes, April 2nd, regular meeting.
Motion.
Second,
Second.
all's in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Approval of April 9th, special meeting.
Motion. Second.
All's in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Officers' reports. Plan Commission, I can do a report on that. There was a meeting, it was just an information, basically informational meeting with the Plan Commission regarding the proposed project out at the school. There was nothing for the Plan Commission to act upon because they had actually changed the project. So personally, I thought it was a very, we allowed the presentation by Verigy, and the township with the school district was there too, and explained what was going to happen and what the project was, which I thought was, there was some dialogue between some of the citizens too. So my opinion is I thought it was a good informational meeting. Yeah.
What did that pertain to, Nathan?
Regarding basically the solar panel system they're putting in, and then the extension of a parking lot for basically for the buses. It was originally going to go to the adjacent property to the north,
Okay,
and then
that's what that sign's out there for then.
yes.
Okay.
But now they're looking to, I don't know if they've even made the application yet. Do you know? I didn't think they have. So right now it's kind of in a little bit in limbo, but I know
Do
that.
they know why it was switched from one side to the other? Anybody mention that?
I think just economics, I guess.
They didn't really say.
No, I don't, they weren't gonna have to get any variance, because they,
Yeah,
you know,
it was
that's the
just,
biggest thing is going to the variance, going to the other side, which they don't need sticking where they're at in the parking lot.
yeah, it changes things because the zoning was, it's the same zoning and So actually it falls back onto Blake, and then he'd have to, I think they still need one special exemption, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know, it's got to go through the building inspector first,
Yeah.
so.
So it's still just in limbo, it's not definitely changing to the other side? Is that what you're saying, Nathan?
That's my understanding.
Okay.
Over the existing parking lot on the south side.
Okay.
Yeah, and they'll expand, they discussed that they'd expand that
Okay.
to the west. So anyway, that was that. Traffic commission, was there anything, no meetings with that? VZA, I don't believe there's anything. Park board,
We'll meet this month.
okay. Animal control report, do we have one of those? I don't think we do we? Animal control report,
Nothing.
building commissioner. Is there one of those still? Did you see? I don't think I
I
saw
didn't
it.
see anything.
I don't see any either. No. There's one.
Nothing.
The first page is a revenue detail history.
Yeah, here it is, I see it. Yeah. So a total of 11 permits, $897.20. Clerk treasurer report, anything? Okay. Public works report, Mr. Mack.
I think the first order of business for me is, I think each one of you have a copy of a quote that I got from Gas Boda Pump and Water. And I know we've discussed this numerous months in a row, and I think the last time we talked, we were pursuing this work to be done by Fearless Midwest. They had helped us to try to establish what the issues were with the water filter. But the contract for them totaled about $124,000. And on talking to Nathan, talking to Lou Salka from BS when he was up here, we wanted to see if we could find other sources that could do that kind of work or help us to lower that cost. And so I got two other quotes, one from H.P. Thompson and this one from Gas Boda. And in the end, it all came back to Tonka Water, that's who manufactured the filter, that's who installed it in 2004. So we're back to the actual builder, and the quote came back for them. And this particular quote, unlike the first one that we had, which required us to do a substantial amount of the work with the Vactor and a lot of labor involved, this is a turnkey. We do nothing. The only thing that we have to do is we have to purchase the chemicals to charge the filter, which is usually a potassium permanganate and maybe some chlorine, but that's it. Otherwise, it's turnkey.
Did they give you a source for that?
They do, yes. And so we just have to assist them in getting into the facility, so it's all done. Love that turnkey, because there's some confined space issues with that type of work. So that came in at $77,350.
Are you gonna use it, is your Vactor, or they're gonna bring it?
No, we do nothing. This is turnkey.
Okay.
Everything's done
Wow.
by them. And so, and also you get all new strainers in the bottom. There's 171 of those.
Saw those.
All new those. They're gonna put in 10 new sample ports, which they're gonna replace the ones that are in there, and the new gaskets.
So they're just giving you just like the taps or
Yes, just the sample tabs, yes.
The spigots.
Yes. And, so, you know, we didn't have any of that figured into the other quotes, so this, we're good, so.
And the original quote was what?
With Peerless, it was about 124,000.
47,000.
Yeah.
And they're doing it.
Yes.
And this is their equipment.
Yeah,
And that's their question.
So this is their,
they're all them, yeah.
they,
Basically, once the filter is excavated out, all they ask us to do is show their people where where to haul it. So, yeah, it worked out really good. And the H.B. Thompson quote, when it came back, it was a Tonka quote exactly like this one. You know, during this process, Peerless was helping us to try to figure out what was going on with that filter. And in the end, I wanted to speak with Tonka directly. I assumed that they would have people at the actual factory and their install people that would be able to help us to determine what happened. And I did talk directly to Tonka. So another thing I like about this is that Jeff Emerson from Tonka will actually be able to have their expertise in every part of what's going on there. We really believe that what happened to the filter probably happened a long time ago, and it probably had something to do with entrapment of air. To be honest with you, we believe it could have actually been possibly at the startup in 2004, because we have kind of an unusual piping manifold system that we had designed for that plant. Johnny Wyatt from Northern, I was trying to think of it, Lady Northern, helped to design that to make it easier to test the wells, you know, so we didn't have to break a lot of piping. But we kind of believe that we had entrapped air in there, because when you look at the pictures, you could see on the, I'm gonna get way too deep into this because I know you guys don't know how that's set up, but we could actually see where the air was entrapped in the under drain, because the paint was stained on the sides, but it was like brand new at the very top. And we could tell the filter needed to get in there a long time, because when we vacuumed it out, the white paint was under there just like brand new and not stained at all. So, you know, we kind of think that it could have been something that happened a long, long time ago, but the filters were exceptionally well for all these years. And it was only until recently that we started to develop a little problem. So right now we're operating with 4 cells. We've got the 5th cell is excavated and turned off, and we're just not using that cell. So it's operating just fine the way it is, but that filter is 22 years old now, going on 23. So you know, it's probably at the end of its life expectancy or close to. It's kind of like a roof on a house, how much you want to put in before you just bite the bullet. So I really would like you guys to sign that tonight, because it had a 30-day, and that 30 days is on the 10th, so.
they'll go through everything, and when they get it out, they'll look at the, I know there was a question about the release valves too.
Yep, yeah.
They'll look at that and see if there's any
Yeah.
modifications that need to be done.
Yeah, even now, most of them we talked to, even Jeff Emerson, we talked about the air relief, and they said definitely you want to have the air relief on every
Each one.
cell. And so we've already installed those.
Oh, we did, okay.
Those are done already, and we're going to install air reliefs on the piping on the well manifold, so that, because I think the last time, if I'm right, Chuck, when we tried to bring that back online, when we emptied it the last time, we had a hard time getting that air out of that manifold system because of the way it's designed. And so we're going to install air reliefs on the tops of that piping so that we know we can get that out as well. So, because I don't want to spend $77,000 and then have it happen again. So I need to know why it happened.
Right.
We thought we had a diffuser or something that was bad, and when we excavated that cell, everything looked pristine. So, you know, that theory went out the window. So as we try to theorize what happened, we're just trying to understand so it doesn't happen again. So, but that's 6 to 8 weeks after we sign the contract. And if you see the terms, and of course, we've already talked to Denise, so the money is not the issue. So I think it's at 50% upon readiness of shipment, 40% on mobilization of the crew, and 10% retainage that we keep up to 30 days after completion to make sure we're satisfied. So just so you understand the terms. So if you guys got any questions, I try to answer them.
What are you putting out gallons per minute now?
We're still at 200, right? We're throttled at 200.
Okay,
And we've always been throttled at 200.
okay.
So we've never ran more than that. And I think that's the reason.
Just so everybody understands that this isn't causing a reduction of capacity or anything, so.
No, we were a 500 gallon a minute filter. Right now, we're operating at 400 gallons a minute, but we're only actually using 200 gallons of that capacity.
Okay.
I guess one of the reasons why the filter media stayed in the under drain rather than got out into the system, because it just isn't flowing fast enough to carry it out, so. But, yeah, so that's my top.
I got a question, Chuck. I'm ignorant to this stuff, so I'll be the first one to admit it. And it says, and you're saying turnkey, it says gravel, sir. This is all interplant repairs, right? Inside the plant?
Yes. in the-
So there's no excavating or anything?
No, no,
Okay,
no,
okay.
All inside.
So you guys don't have to do nothing.
We don't have to do anything but open the doors and
Good enough.
What is that, a 10-foot diameter?
I think it's 10 feet. Yeah, 10
So
by 18.
it's a 10-foot diameter sausage.
Okay,
So,
okay.
so you get in and
Yeah. Because I saw gravel, I didn't know if there was
Yeah.
excavating that had to be done, but the way you're talking now, it sounds like it's all interplant.
Yeah, it's designed like a filter. It's got heavier
Yeah, I got
rock
you.
on the bottom, and then it gets finer and finer. There's 4 layers, I think,
Yeah.
of rock until we finally get to what's like a green sand. And there's like 2 feet of green sand on top. That's your filter. It's like as the water goes through it, pulls that stuff out, so, yeah. So, I don't know if you want to act on that.
are there any questions? Any more?
Okay.
Entertain a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second.
Motion's been made second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
And then, Brody, I assume that Nathan will sign that as the town vice president. Have you seen, you got a contract? Okay. Whoever needs to sign it, I just need to.
I just wrote on mine, so I'll need a clean one.
Okay.
Sorry.
Hydrant flushing, we're, right now, I talked to Chuck, we missed last month, got busy, so right now, we're looking at maybe the week of the 18th. And try to get that done, so, we usually don't have any complaints when we do the hydrant flushings, but, we'll try to see if we can get it on the board, that'd be the week after next, so. We did complete the insurance claim on the fire hydrant that got damaged by that motor vehicle accident at Jmar. I settled with State Farm in the amount of $7,291.15. We have received the money, we put it directly into the
How
water.
much was it?
$7,291.15. And hopefully, maybe Jeff will have that hydrant maybe fixed tomorrow or repaired. We straightened the base out today, so hopefully we'll get that. So I had Denise put that money directly into the water operating fund. So that's off our docket. So,
Did that cover the total cost, Chuck?
it did, yes, it did, yeah. So the town hall roof repair, I talked to you guys about that last month. So I had 2 contractors look at it. One was Alcoa, the other was Goodwin Construction. And they both looked at it, and I said, give a good look at the roof. They both said, yeah, no, the roof's it doesn't need to be replaced, but that shingle is not something that they can replace. That's a Sherry Goslin shingle. They both said, just go back to Sherry Goslin and have it fixed, because they'll have the correct shingles to make that work. I thought maybe we would be close to replacing the roof, but they said, you're not that close. So it came down to,
How old's that roof on that?
I think it's like over 20 years, wouldn't you say?
Okay, okay, that-
Maybe,
Well, remember, they gave us the free one, remember?
Yeah. But I mean, it was early
But I-
2000s.
Hey,
Where's that roof?
So you can't,
I thought sure that
Sure.
we'd look at that and say, I was prepared to replace, but everybody who looked at it, even Sherry Goslin said we would evaluate the roof when we got there. And not one of them said roof replacement was necessary.
It's a good roof.
that was your call on it, wasn't it?
But
Getting up.
the repair wasn't cheap. The repair was $775.
Yeah.
So I bit the bullet and
Yeah,
paid
no.
$775 to get the roof fixed. So now we're at least done.
I remember. I enjoyed that.
So,
I don't even know if there's no South Bend office anymore. You have to go to Baton Creek. That's
yeah,
what,
you could have been true. I wasn't sure. I think that cost included 2 guys, to come down and do the repair. And
Into the storm.
yeah, because you might have just, their home office is in Baton,
Okay.
Michigan.
I know they were over that way, so.
No, I'm not sure. How did they get damaged?
We don't know,
Just-
maybe a storm.
Storm, okay, yeah.
The shingles
We've had
was
a lot.
gone one day.
Yeah.
I thought maybe there was hail damage, but, yeah, the shingles were just gone, and when they were out there, they found another one on the other side, so they replaced there and over there. And if you go by in the day, it looks like a pimple on your face.
Oh, it's really
Black
dark.
as black can be,
Yeah.
and the other one's all faded out. Can't help that, it's just gotta look a little polka dotty up there for now, so. But that's done, so we don't have.
Won't notice it unless you're in a plane.
Yeah. So listen, we also, this last month, I just pulled a few things out. You know, we had a lift station failure out at Row Equipment on one of our small single pump lift stations. We had a force main that was compromised and we were, it was pumping up on top of the ground. So it was something in the actual force main between the station and the manhole. So we had carried, you know, that's not a station that you check more than once a month unless you have a problem. So it had been pumping like that for a while and it was still working, but it did carry dirt out into the gravity, which we still have to factor that out. But we have to run the truck in a place where you really don't want to run a vacuum unless it's really dry or you're gonna have to get a tow truck. So, but we did dig down and we repaired the 2-inch force main and got that done. We couldn't really establish what happened there for sure. I mean, that's been dug up a couple times before around that area. So, but I don't know that did we really establish why that was broke there? Not really. But it had been compromised before. So
Was that PVC, that's a PVC?
PVC, yeah, 2-inch, and it runs from the station in the back there.
Gasketed?
Gasketed, correct, yeah. So,
Is that Super X put that one in?
Super Excavator did put that one in, correct. So we did get that, but you know, the one thing that I just wanted to know is that, you know, those little grinder stations, we've got 4 little ones, and then we got a duplex 2-pumper out at ISA, all use a small little 2 horsepower pumps. But those batter boards and those electrical components and the control units are a 1991 vintage. And they're clearly at the end of their lifespan. And, you know, I debated about trying to upgrade those, you know, probably instead of a wooden batter board, maybe we would install some metal posts, build a new batter board, and then move the stuff over onto that with a new control panel. And obviously probably some new meter bases or those types of things to kind of get them upgraded. But you know, that's not a cheap prospect. I did price the control panels from Flowtech, which I'm sure there's other options, but Flowtech were about $1,600 for their panel just for the pump. Now you still got a on-off
Disconnect.
yeah, and a meter base, and all of that stuff is pretty rusty. So, you know, I'm sure, and then I debated about whether to change those pumps over to 3-phase, you know, and get rid of the start kits and all that. Pumps cost the same.
Can you get 3-phase power there? Is it there?
It is not there.
So you'd make the third phase of the drive or something?
We would use a VFD. Larry said we could put a VFD in there, but that would eliminate everything else in the box. He said you would dump the start kits, you would dump all of that. And, the start kits now are like $400 just for the start kit. And the pump that I used to pay $1,600 for, now they're $3,400. So, stuff is just.
Three phase is better than, your starting torque and everything on that.
Yeah, so much better. So
They won't plug.
Which are the VFDs on,
the VFDs are relatively cheap. When Larry and I looked at those for that little one, for that 2-horse, I
or
think
2-horse.
you could buy that
About
for.
a grand?
No, it was a lot less. Than
Was it?
Yeah, I think Larry had some of them around $200. So we could get it a lot cheaper.
You can have one on the shelf.
Yeah. So I talked to Larry about it and I said, right now, all my pumps, they're all interchangeable for those stations, including the ISA station, that duplex, are all around ABSs. So the 3-phase pump would be interchangeable, except I told Larry, I gotta buy a new pump, and the pump, like I said, is $3,500. And I gotta buy the initial VFD, so we're just debating it, but I'd like to maybe this summer at least start.
Can you just get us an itemized price on
I
that?
sure can, to do each station, yeah. So, and then we'll go from there.
No, I agree, 3 phase on that. Do
Yeah,
you have to pull those very much when they get any sort of?
no. The only time we ever.
Piranhas don't-
is when they don't work at all, isn't it, Chad? Really, they're pretty much trash.
Piranha's cutter header,
Yeah.
they're a good cutter head on those pumps.
Yeah, we have very little trouble with those. We usually get a good lifespan out of them, but they're pretty much non-rebuildable when they do go down.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to rebuild those kind of pumps, so pretty much gotta buy a new. I always keep a new one, on the shelf, so that, because we got all of those, and ISAs usually get the most work out there at ISA, because they dump a lot of water out of that place, so. Okay, so that's
a duplex there though, right?
That's a duplex, yeah.
Are those 2-horse too, or is they?
Yep, they're same, they're all same, they're all identical.
Wow.
2-horse, yeah. They usually surcharge theirs. I don't know if you guys ever noticed the alarm going off. I think Scott would hear the alarm, the light going off, because they're usually dumping too much water in. They used to have a restrictor plate in there to help, but I'm assuming maybe they can move for now. We need to go out and talk to them. We haven't made it.
Along with the retention pond.
Yeah, hey, Milestone, I think that's what their name is now. Walsh Kelly, I don't know. He did get in contact with their office. I tried to call him back. They did indicate that they wanted to start the paving in June. My whole goal will be to make sure that we don't overlap with townwide garage sale weekend or week. I think last year we might have been paving during that week, so I want to make sure we don't have that overlap. So they won't be in here that weekend or that week before. So, but in June, they do intend to do the paving. And also the lift station alarm systems that you guys approved, upgrading those. That's been completed now. Larry finished the main lift station about a week ago. So we're all back up to date with the new technology. The only other thing that I had was, and I'm not bringing this up because Archie's here, but I'd like to buy some radar signs. We looked at the ones that we got, and those are awesome for the right place.
Right.
But we don't have a right place. To me, a right place for those would be South Central School.
Yeah.
One going each way. It's perfect. They're permanently mounted. They're big, but they're more something for like a school. And we just don't have a good spot, and they're so permanent. Whoever gets that in front of his yard, you better love that thing, because they're gonna dig a 3-foot hole with 3 yards of concrete, and it's gonna be there for a long, long time. Where Valpo has a lot of the little small ones that are, and those are, there's a lot of price ranges on those, and I'd like to see about maybe if I can find the right price and the right unit.
Have you talked to Bubba? up in Westville.
I haven't, but I would.
He's got, there's a couple up there.
So, you know, if I could get like 4 that we could move around, the issue with that is that, again, I'm only the public works guy. My guys aren't traffic control people. Somebody's got to decide. I know what the speed limit is. That's not an issue. It's 30 miles an hour everywhere except the downtown and the school. But where they go and when they go and how they get there, I'm not sure that we should be the ones deciding that. You know, we can move them, but as council members, maybe you guys can say, hey, next month I'd like to have that in my ward over here, and we can just move them there. And so there would be a little bit of responsibility involved in those, but I think we could take that money out of the safety fund that we use to pay the fire department. I haven't cleared it with Denise, and she's probably watching now, but, so she does not. But I think there was enough money in there that would not be that big of an expense. What I priced, a lot of those were $1,000 or less for a nice little solar unit. It doesn't need to do a lot, just give you your speed. And if you guys would give me a little latitude on that, I'd see what I could come up with, and we could, then we should have some.
Those ones we got now, are we stuck with them then, Chuck? Is that wasted money?
Well, they were given to us,
They gave them to us?
the
Okay,
county.
okay,
The county.
okay.
I don't have an opinion. You guys, we set one up last month. And that was a monster. That's almost a crane operated unit. And
Yeah.
They are very oriented with computerization. As a matter of fact, radar sign, and I talked to the guy there. He said, yeah, don't try to set that up yourself. He said, call us. And so, you know, I just didn't think they were so nice.
So is that something that we should talk to the county and say, look, this, do you?
You give it to somebody that could really do something.
Exactly.
Like I said, that's
Yeah.
That's why I say like South
If
Central
they're just-
School, if they don't have them out there in a school like that, or even, I don't know if Oregon Davis is, or someplace like that,
I mean,
that would be perfect. Because you gotta buy those special bases, those bases are like $1,500.
so who would we talk to in the county to do that? Would that be? County? It'd probably be a sheriff's department, wouldn't it, or what?
Well, they have their mobile signs. I think they have 2 of them, but they're pretty picky on who gets them.
Well, that's what I mean.
And there's no
Maybe
taking
they get,
pictures or tickets. It's just showing you.
right.
I was told by the sheriff, he's only
No
got one for
enforcement.
the whole county. He told me, I called the sheriff, he says, I got one for the whole county. And, no, that was back when we talked about it, Chuck.
I asked Radar Sign if that could be converted to a mobile unit, and he said, he said that would take a lot of fabrication.
Yeah.
I said, that's a big unit. He said, really, you should have been the next size smaller. He said, we made one that's already mobile in the next size down, but he said, you guys got,
Do we have a success rate or statistics on how that sign even works to slow people down, or?
I do not.
It's not really good.
Huh?
It's not really good. It'll
Well, I
set
was
a
gonna
radar
say-
detector off. If you put them on 30, the trucks would be like, uh-oh, beep, beep, beep.
Yeah.
But after somebody knows they're there and there's no picture and there's none of that.
They
don't
get
care.
accustomed to, is there still a negativism for the speed bumps like Valpo has and that? They're like rubber, do what?
Yeah.
They're
And
rubber
sometimes
there by the boys club and
it
stuff.
hinders your plowing and some of them you can remove, but
Yeah, they're putting those wide ones in up there, aren't they? Like
By the boys club and they're on Bell Park Road from the high school over
They
to.
put some in there to kind of slow you down. And I do slow down, but ultimately the real answer for all of this is you can put up, you can put up signs, you can
Yeah,
change
absolutely.
this, you can do everything that you want, but the real answer is enforcement.
yeah.
If you don't have enforcement.
You're right,
you can
I
do as
agree with
much as
that.
you want, and
There just went a crotch rocket from the stop
Yeah.
sign to 30, before I came, and he had to be doing 60 miles an hour down through there.
There was a cop chasing one at 4:30 down 30.
Yeah,
I
they need
it's the
to- I
same
tell you, It's
guy.
ridiculous. I mean,
yeah,
I just hate for them little kids to get hit by a car and stuff.
I mean, I think one time.
I mean, I hate to waste the money on this if it ain't gonna be no good, that's the fact too, and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I drive too, don't get me wrong, when there's speed limits and that sign don't do nothing for me unless I'm looking for a cop car and stuff. It don't,
You could probably say how fast they go by your house. It's all, huh?
oh, yes.
It's fine.
Yeah, and you have to understand that, you know, those are just.
I got you. No, I got you.
Generally, the people that are actually gonna get the tickets are usually your neighbors.
Yeah.
Because the guy from Illinois isn't driving up Condon doing.
You're right. No, you're right.
It's the guy that lives up there that's doing it, so.
Well, it's the same ones all the time. I don't care if the
It's
neighbors
the
do
same
get the
one,
ticket, you know,
So,
on that.
I was just offering that up. only
No, I
because
got you.
I think we talked about.
I think we need to get, you're gonna get numbers, you're
Yeah,
gonna
I
get
can
something
get you some
specific.
numbers on a specific one. I'll talk to Bubba, see what he's got, because.
I mean,
What if we could
I
put up-
know the ones in Westville, they work, but there again, you have the Westville
They got
PD.
police.
Yeah.
But you don't see the police out there much, so,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think most people, you know, Aberdeen's got them on, they've got several of them there, and I,
Wonder if it'd help if we put something on there that says you're being filmed or something like that.
Almost do like Chicago, they got them cameras that mail you the ticket.
Yeah.
Seriously, you know?
Well, you know, if nothing else, it's probably a good PR.
yes.
You know, people see it and they feel like you're.
At least we're doing something.
I think it's worth looking at, and then maybe the county will go out there, they figure it's, that it's,
Got them.
they'll set somebody there occasionally.
Does it have a reading on them signs that like when the traffic go by, how many cars and what the speed limit is when they
Like
go
that,
by?
I don't know.
Does it register that? That's
I
what,
think probably.
maybe they'll patrol it then, you know?
If you get into the low buck ones, probably.
Yeah,
not a lot of
right.
gas
I understand
collected, But I don't know about it. Some of them flash, if you're going too fast, it comes up.
Yeah,
Slow down.
Red.
that's what,
And the other ones
that's
come
what
up
those
green when you're doing fine. So, yeah, so.
If they could get me some nail stops and I could sit out there and roll them out there when they go.
2x4s with some screws through 'em,
Yeah.
roll them out.
All right, that's all I got, guys.
all right, well,
Hey,
you'll get something for us for,
Yeah, I'll try to get you something for next month.
All right.
You guys can look at and try to pick one out after our game. Now, do you guys want me to try to contact somebody at the county about those little radar signs, or would you want to look at them before? I mean.
Not if it takes a crane to move them.
We've looked at them 1,000 ways.
Yeah, I know.
Signs are, man, I just don't know where you,
Fabricating's expensive too.
I mean, I wouldn't want that big
Yeah.
jumper in front of my house. Where you.
Are they solar or are they?
They're solar. Yeah, the panels are pretty big, aren't they?
I mean, probably,
Yeah, that panels.
Like out by.
I mean, I don't know.
Or something.
I mean, I don't know.
They're expensive.
You know, Westville might be
expensive. Oh, yeah.
Something up 421.
I mean, Westville may even, because they're on, 421.
Sure.
They do it too.
Yeah, yeah.
Pick them out
Yeah.
there by.
I mean, I can
Cold
call Bubba tomorrow.
By the warehouse and the round,
You
that
can't
roundabout.
Yeah, I mean,
You can't put them on 30, can you? Could you put them on
I
30?
don't know.
But I would assume you'd have to.
Get permission.
Yeah, you'd have to ask for permission
State.
to put it out there.
Well, and that's the other thing, the speed limit is 40 there
Yeah.
by the town limit starts, county road, speed limit should be out there, it should be 40 at the town limit.
Before
Not
Dollar
by-
General, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's after that. It's right to your house,
Right by
correct?
my house.
Yeah,
It should
right
slow
there.
And
down
same, I think the
farther.
same way
I'm
out
sure
the
you could
other
use a
way.
light at Dollar
But I don't
General
know
south.
how the state would,
Yeah, they do that by ordinance, even the no parking in front of the J Mart, they did that by ordinance. So if you see that little sign that
Yeah.
says no parking,
that comes up missing, doesn't it, a lot?
that's something.
Hey,
Thanks, Chuck. Okay.
and I know we talked about this last week or last month, but nothing from,
Not yet.
about our water pipe, or, yeah.
Yeah, about the bill for, yeah, not yet. I've been derelict in getting that done. I've just not got back to that, but I intend to.
And then there are weeds.
And the weeds, yeah, that needs more than just weeds. I figured with the initial contact, I'd almost like to take a video and send it to their corporate and say, yeah, really? I think like you said, last time I was out there and I counted those yellow jugs,
Well, and then I was talking
Don't use the
about
bathroom, for God's
with the
sake.
water line we had to repair,
The sewer,
the sewer line.
yeah, sewer, yes. Yes.
Because that ended up what?
No, we spent about
$1,200.
$4,500 for that so
How
far.
much?
4,500 so far, but it needs about another 10
Do we have
bucks.
anything from
I
that?
know, but I've contacted, but I haven't got back. I'm just going to, make an invoice and send it to,
Okay,
send it
all
to
right.
corporate and then we'll see what
See what they
shakes out.
say.
after
Okay.
that. But I haven't got that done yet, guys, so I'm still, I'll get her done though. All right, any other questions? Good.
No, thank you.
Thanks for your time.
There is no unfinished business. We have the financial report.
Skip over permit.
Oh, I did skip over permits. Yes, oh, I'm sorry. New business, we have the approval of boring permit, official company. But that's,
Westville?
yeah. So we don't have to do anything with that.
Deny that.
Claims, are there any questions, comments, anything regarding claims?
Motion approved.
Motion been made to approve, seconded. All's in favor? Opposed? Claims are approved. Is there any other business that needs to be discussed?
I do have something briefly.
Okay,
I just wanted to bring it to your attention because there was discussion and interest about at-large voting. That has to be done this year if you're going to do it. It cannot be done next year because it's an election year. So if you want to do that, it's a simple ordinance, you just need 2 meetings, and that's it. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. If that's something you want to explore, I told you, I advised several of you that I look into it, and so that's the process.
okay.
I don't know, would it make a difference for getting, I don't know if it would.
I don't know. I don't like it. If we can avoid it, I'm in favor of that. That's my opinion.
To be clear, I'm not suggesting either way.
I understand.
I'm ignorant again. What's it pertaining to?
So right now, you would have 5 wards,
Okay.
and each council member has to come from that ward. At-large voting is you could have 5 people from the same ward be elected, so it's just a free-for-all. That's the difference.
So you could load theoretically,
Yeah,
you could
right.
load something up to where you could
Yeah.
get something put in that may not be
Right.
beneficial for the entire town.
You could have,
That-
you could have a whole family on board.
That's right.
This is true.
You could have 5 or 6
Yeah, you're right.
strong people on
Yeah.
board. And have to continue.
And some towns do it. I mean, they've had to. I know I work in several towns that they're at large. And I guess it works okay, but I think surely we can continue to find somebody that wants to serve on it, so. Any other comments? Welcome again, our new councilman. If there's nothing else, entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Thank you, everyone, for attending. Meeting adjourned.
These folders stay here.
The folder does and stuff in it.
You take all this, you take this with,
And you got,
you always have this to sign.
then you gotta sign that.
Your name.